Hello everyone, got 3 dirty jokes for you today. So a woman's closet door was making terrible sounds whenever a bus was crossing the street outside. So she called a carpenter to check it out. The carpenter comes to see what's the problem but sees nothing. Right then a bus is crossing the street and a loud creaking sound is heard coming from the closet. He can't believe it. So strange. I've never seen this before, says the carpenter to the wife. How unusual. Perhaps if I sit inside before the next bus comes I can see what's making such a noise inside. The wife thinks it's a good idea. The carpenter goes inside the closet and gets comfortable, looking at the wood. A few minutes later the husband arrives home, while the wife is in the bathroom. He goes into the bedroom and opens the closet. To his shock, there's a man sitting inside. He throws a look to the bathroom, and then slowly turns his face to the carpenter with murder in his eyes. What the heck are you doing in my house? In my closet? He growls ominously. Well, the carpenter swallows nervously. Would you believe me if I told you I'm waiting for the bus? So one day, a dinosaur, a spider, and a cowboy were all feeling down and decided to drown their sorrows at a local bar. They stumbled into the bar and slumped onto the stools, clearly in a bad mood. The bartender, noticing their glum expressions, asked them what was troubling them. The cowboy wasted no time and took a swig of whiskey before telling the bartender about his horse's tragic demise. My horse got loose and ran into traffic. A semi-truck carrying gasoline hit him, causing a massive explosion that blew my horse to bits. The spider, who had been quietly listening, chimed in with her own tale of woe. I lost my husband in that same fire, she said, her red eyes welling up with tears. The driver of the truck found him, freaked out, and crashed the truck trying to kill him. The bartender was horrified at these tragic stories, but he couldn't help but wonder what the dinosaur story was. He turned to the massive creature and asked, "And what happened to you?" The dinosaur took a long, slow sip from his straw before answering, "My entire family was on that truck." So during World War II, an English prisoner of war was being held captive by the Germans. Despite being shot multiple times, the Englishman managed to survive until one day when the German doctor noticed that his arm was infected with gangrene. "Prisoner, your arm is infected with gangrene. We must cut it off," the German doctor informed him. The English prisoner agreed but had one request. "Well, okay, but could you drop it over England when you go bombing?" Surprisingly, the German agreed. "Yeah, that will not be a problem." A few weeks later, the German doctor informed the Englishman that they had to cut his other arm off. The Englishman, with a hint of humor, replied, "Well, could you drop it over England like you did last time?" The German doctor chuckled and said, "Yeah, that will be done." The next day, the German doctor returned and told the Englishman that they had to cut his leg off. Once again, the Brit made the same request. "Well, could you do the same as before?" The German doctor agreed, "Okay." However, the following day, the German doctor returned and informed the Englishman that they had to cut his other leg off. The Brit, sensing an opportunity for another joke, said, "Well, could you just..." But before he could finish his sentence, the German doctor snapped, saying, "No. We think you are trying to escape."